on it. When you want it, mind the kind of give it hope when it down and out. Dig a hole so deep, ain't no climbing out.
Yeah, I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it lonely at the top, but this the best. Don't you see me out here shining, better flex. I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it lonely at the top, but this the best. And even if we die today, don't live forever. Live forever.
Yo, listen, just like I told Coco, my vision is you already know though. So go, slow, back my logo, for show, Coco.
Get down on the.
Yo, listen, just like I told Coco, my vision is you already know though. So go, slow, back my logo, for show, Coco. Now get down on it.
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even and mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm begging, I want on my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models, this is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Yeah, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, I last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn up. Pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo! What you mean? Woo! And now I'm just a so what you mean? Woo! Hold up, whoa, what you mean? Woo! Hold up now.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This week, we've got teams who went in opposite directions last week.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 7. Yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And right away, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago. And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Six yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Escaping the pressure right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chip in. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. And the play clock's running down. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Over to Landry on the bubble screen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a first down throw, gone. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw on 2nd down is gone. That's out to Hill, right side complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Shazier able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on fourth. Goff. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. From the red zone now, Goff. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll be knocked down sideways. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. It's straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Dancing to his left. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are in for 6. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And the Bills have now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. He gets
and under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Grady Jarrett coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Prescott now on second down. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here comes the Bears punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On second down, here's Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Gurley again here on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
And
he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Goff now on second down. Steps away to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little Dale. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Todd Gurley, 88 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. A little juke. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, to something to get you off to a quick start.
Second down, Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. They can't tackle him. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
15 yards through the air and a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. A second down throw for Prescott. Being chased out left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Another carry now for Gurley. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
The 12 yards that time and picking up the 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Goff now looking to throw. He is going to find Hill here. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Well, partner, here's here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
Prescott on first down. Setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Bobby Wagner in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Bears on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's into the clear. The 30, 20, 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score. You throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Fights off the defender. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much. Pressure comes and down he goes. J.J. Watt in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately.
And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that it looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, two-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Prescott, and he fends him off. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13. Prescott from the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that core...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Bears on 3rd down, as bad as you can be, 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Williams in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right on the 30. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Lions will take over. Goff going to throw it. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st down, it's gone. Eluding the pressure right. Past the 20. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They give him a gain of 38.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
To throw on second down is gone. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to trade the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jarvis Landry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
First down throw for Prescott. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The Bears on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott to throw it. And it's complete to Kelsey. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case,
and a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.